Juice Man. I like that. It's a cool nickname. Was it Juice Wells?
Yeah, Juice Wells. That's probably Juice, Rocket. I don't know. Those are probably top two.
Well, we're going to throw out some more a little bit later in the segment. But look, it's all going to shake out. Okay. And this is another ridiculous weekend for all the teams. And, you know, Lane Kiffin has been at Ole Miss for 4 years, going on 5. And if you look at this, Jason, and kudos to Lane. Lane, what is a marathon? 26 miles?
26.2.
Yeah. And you ran a half marathon.
Yeah, I ran 3 halves.
You ran 3 halves.
And one of them was on the Canton, like the back half was on the Canton Country Club, so on a golf course.
That's a pretty course.
But up and
My
down.
My son loves playing it.
I mean, that's the definition. That's a recipe for shin splints.
Oh, it is?
Oh, I mean,
Were you on the course or on like some sidewalk around? Explain what's going on.
It was on the cart path.
You were on the cart path?
Yeah. And I mean,
okay.
I think, I'm not sure if this is every golf course because I haven't been to every one, but a lot of golf courses, you know, up, down.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, topsy-turvy.
Yeah. That's what you want.
Yeah, shins are burning.
I bet.
Yeah, so that was that's probably the hardest one, especially it was like September on a golf course.
Oh yeah, hot.
Yes, no doubt.
Did you do one out of town, or were they all in town?
They were all in town. I did the Blues. I did the
the Mississippi Blues Marathon.
Yeah, exactly. So I did the Blues. I did the
yeah. We broadcast from there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Man, some of those people.
Where did they put me? It's the big conference building. I didn't do that well.
The convention center?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put me in the convention center when everybody was checking in. It was crazy. There's a lot of runners.
Man, you talk about building that guy, how people were like really gung-ho about that.
Yeah.
You get you a serious marathon runner with one of those belts that has like 8 water bottles around it.
Dude, one year, one of the title sponsors invited me to Julep to come by as some of the top, these are like professional runners from Kenya were there.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think they weigh but like, I don't know, 140 pounds.
Yeah.
But they were carbing up. I've never seen anything like it.
Really?
I mean, these guys, one of them won it. I mean, they had won, all of them together had won plenty of marathons around the world. Okay. But I actually got to see a carb up at that level with people that are tiny. It's something to behold. I'm telling you. You know?
Now that's the Olive Garden all-you-can-eat breadsticks time.
Absolutely.
That's where you go.
Yeah, quadruple Caesar dressing.
Yeah.
On the Caesar.
You double down.
You know, years ago, I was with a friend of mine, and we went to lunch, and, you know, he was trying to lose weight, and he put 8 cups of ranch on a salad. And I looked over and I said, buddy, next time, just get the po' boy.
What?
We're not getting anything done here. You know,
imagine how much
that's how we are in the South. I'm on a diet. Can I get 8 cups of ranch on the salad for lunch? What are we doing?
You got
just
green
order
stuff.
the cheeseburger. Well, get the blue plate. It's fine.
You think that's like a cup of dairy and 8 sides of ranch? Is that like
I can't imagine.
It's got to be
8 sides to Caesar or Thousand Island or Comeback.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking ranch is like buttermilk.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not a big ranch guy.
That's probably like 10 ounces of buttermilk.
It may have been all the, you know, there was that overboard spot in your life at 19 and 20 when you're all around a table at 2 a.m. in the morning and Papa John's or Domino's hits and everybody's dipping it in ranch like there's not going to be any tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, it didn't fly with me.
It's like the age before with ketchup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
No doubt.
What movie is that? Have you watched Moneyball?
I have.
With Brad Pitt?
Yeah. And Jonah Hill too, right?
Yeah, Jonah Hill's a phenomenal actor. I mean, Brad Pitt's really good too. But Jonah Hill is a great actor. And you remember Billy Bean? Well, Brad Pitt's playing Billy Bean. And do you remember him eating the fries and pulling them through the ketchup in the movie?
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
That's
8 cups of ranch on your salad.
You talk about how I'll eat anything as I'm garbage disposal.
You are.
Ketchup's not my thing.
I like a little bit of it. It offends my dad. But
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I told you, fast food offended him. I mean, he couldn't even fathom it in the 80s. I mean, he was like, now we're 40 years later in an obese society. I mean, he was spot on, but he was like, we're all going to hell. You can't be going through, McDonald's and so on. But where was I going with that? Oh, Billy Bean and ketchup. So no, I like a little bit of ketchup on my fries every now and then. We had fries last night. We had some friends. My kids had friends over, and so I cooked. I just cut up some fillets and threw them in the cast iron.
Oh yeah, easy.
And then we did waffle fries and shoestring fries. And Wendy made a salad and French bread.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I didn't eat ketchup last night, but I did see it on the island this morning. So somebody did.
Please tell me no one went ketchup on the steak. That's the craziest thing to me. When
My kids know better.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Or like when somebody they get
Not
a steak at a restaurant, they're like, "Yo, got any Heinz 57?"
Which isn't even good.
No.
I mean, I know people didn't know any better in 1970, okay? But now today, you've got all these amazing sauces that all these restaurants that you worked at, restaurants that I worked at, or restaurants that we represent that are just flat out tasty, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, whether it's sauce on a beautiful sandwich, on a po' boy, on a piece of redfish, on this, on that, whatever. I mean, look at what they do downstairs. What is that? That pesto mayonnaise you like?
Oh yeah, the pesto mayo.
Yeah,
Put
pesto
that on,
mayo.
Put that on
I mean,
every.
That's good, and I'm not a mayo fan. I mean, but it is delicious. What were we talking about? Heinz 57 or the other one?
Heinz 50.
A1. Neither one of them
too.
were good.
Yeah.
But I guess people were eating crappy steaks in the first place, so you just had to cover up like a less than quarter inch. Like a Waffle House steak at 3:30 in the morning.
Ooh, right.
Maybe you do need to grab everything you can on the table to get that right.
Yeah.
Fair enough?
Oh, well, I mean, when you get the Waffle House ribeye, or what do they have?
Never done it.
Is it?
Have you?
No.
Okay.
They do have a good steak sandwich, though.
They don't.
I don't know if it's
They don't.
steak, but
It'll feel. Remember where we're going now. We're changing the verbiage, and I'm leading the way.
Okay.
It's filling. It's a steak sandwich that will get you full, but it can't be good.
Well, I mean, there's like I've said this before. When you go in and you're expecting one thing and you get that one thing, that's good.
Is that those are some low expectations. I mean,
Like-
we had a big expectations talk before the show. That's like I don't know. Okay. All right. All right. Good morning. Welcome in. The SEC Insider Hit this morning is brought to you by Miskelly Furniture and the purple mattress from any of the Miskelly sleep stores, right? Now, what did I sleep on last night? A purple mattress from Miskelly Furniture and Miskelly Sleep Stores. It's fantastic. We're going to start talking about some other mattresses. And look, they have a wide variety and a great inventory of unbelievable mattresses. You need to go, lay down on it, figure out which one you want. I like the purple grid, the purple mattress, powered by Miskelly Sleep Stores and any of the Miskelly locations. Don't forget also, Jason, about bar stools at Miskelly Furniture, sectionals, recliners, sofas, all kinds of different things there. And they're the leader, without a doubt, in the state of Mississippi and the Southeast as far as the furniture company to go to. Miskelly Furniture and Miskelly Sleep Stores, Mississippi-owned for decades now. I'm with Jason. No, Jason's with me. I'm your host, Bo Bounds. We are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. We're going to have David Savona on the show at 9:30. He is the executive editor of Cigar Aficionado. And they've had all kinds of cool people on the cover. many of them that he has interviewed, like Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Matthew McConaughey, Demi Moore, Alex Rodriguez. The list goes on and on. So, you ever heard of an actor with the first name of Arnold?
Is he jacked?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I know who we're talking about.
Yeah, he's on the cover this month. It's a good article, too. Just kind of reflecting on his life, the amazing, how he got here as an immigrant and what he became. It's pretty remarkable. So we'll talk about that and some cigars, and that'll be brought to you by our two awesome cigar partners. And one of them's Havana Smoke Shop, where you can go find premium cigars for football season, anytime, actually. But I-55 North in Jackson, Havana Smoke Shop, and Havana Smoke Shop at the Reservoir across from Shaggy's. Have you been to Shaggy's?
I have not. Never been.
Yeah.
I remember when it first opened because I was the guacamole master at Babalu. And,
I forgot that you were a guacamole celebrity for Hot Moms.
yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
In the metro area.
I mean,
Is that fair?
I impressed so many women 45 and up.
Yeah.
You make like a
I think I'd go 35 and up, so you don't get in trouble.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But you make a semi-chunky guacamole with a little bit of bacon in there, a little bit of jalapenos.
Dude.
They'll lose it.
That's so, yeah. And then they're drinking Tito's martinis or Sauvignon Blanc or margaritas, or this was pre the Prosecco craze. I think you were there, right?
Yeah, it was still kind of like...
Or was it happening?
Well, mimosas. We had bottomless mimosas.
Yeah.
Had bottomless mimosas
Yeah,
on
how
the
much
weekend.
orange juice do I want to drink with a poorly poured mimosa?
Man,
No, thank you.
It was a splash of
Okay.
champagne. Or
Right.
not champagne. Prosecco, sparkling.
Yeah, brute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I'm not a mimosa guy. I just want Prosecco. Like when we were at Bravo over the weekend, I just want a glass of. Why run it?
Right. Yeah.
And I definitely don't want a splash of champagne or Prosecco and 80% of the glass of OJ. What am I doing there?
Yeah, if you're getting a
Because
mimosa,
I'll feel bad. I mean, if I have 3, what's going on?
it's like
right?
40 grams of sugar.
Yeah, Bo can't do that. No, I already like red wine enough.
If you're doing a mimosa, it's got to be the opposite. A drop of OJ.
I mean, that's what I've said. We did a show like this a couple years ago. Blake would remember. It's got to be a half of a splash of OJ. But a better way to go is like a half of a splash of pomegranate.
Ooh, okay.
And that's got too much sugar in it. Yeah, I went on that kick, and then I realized I was full, and I had to pivot to coconut juice with my water.
Oh, you were on the pomegranate?
Oh, I was doing 80% water, 20% pomegranate juice. And I realized, dude, that's too much sugar for Bo. Right?
There's a reason it's delicious.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
And now they're doing all sorts of different cocktails with Prosecco and champagne that are so much better than a mimosa. You know, drop a couple of blueberries in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When I was at Kushan and where was I? Venetian. And it was nothing but pretty people. Everybody, I mean, I had no business being in there. Everybody in there was a 9.5 and up. Okay. I mean, there were some 15s. And everybody's having a good time. It's all the pretty people in the country. And they were making beautiful cocktail after beautiful cocktail. And I'm just sitting up at the bar watching everybody have a good time. That's a good thing. This was a very, very random 14 minutes of radio.
So it's just all over the place. But, you know, people need to know that your mimosas that's 90% OJ, it doesn't fly now.
Nope.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
They can't. I mean, that's like a college
That's
thing
not
when you don't
getting
have money.
down with the get down.
Yeah. That's definitely like a college pregame when you all split one bottle of sparkling.
Oh, yeah. When you used to, you know, I mean, there's still people who buy barefoot, but I mean, think about
Jeez.
which isn't good, but like Boone's Farms or something. Is that what it's called?
I've never heard of Boone's.
Boone's Farms, I think, or Boone Farms.
Is it like gas station wine?
Yes,
Ooh.
it's just a headache in a bottle. It's a headache in a bottle, kind of like Fireball.
Yeah. I mean, man, I didn't taste anything other than Andre until I was like
Andre.
23 years
That's
old.
when you thought Freixenet was this massive step up,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You'd gone through your Andre stage, and then you were like, ooh, Freixenet. Wow. It's like Dom.
Right.
it's not.
Right. Exactly.
I know it. All right. The Out of Bounds Show, 105.9 The Zone ESPN, is brought to you by the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue. Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue in Madison. B3, baby. Oh, man. Wouldn't you love a honey butter chicken biscuit right now?
Ooh. I know it's not even 8, but I want
It
some
puts
onion
Chick-fil-A
rings.
to shame, and I recognize Chick-fil-A's greatness. But the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at B3, Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue in Madison is amazing. In fact, go ahead and put in an order for your business, your company. It's the holidays. Thank your employees. Go ahead and put in an order of 15 or 40 or 60 or whatever. And everybody needs to have in the next week honey butter chicken biscuits from B3 Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue. Anything on the text line that I need to look at before I get into something else?
Ryan said, in quotes, Boone's Farms, getting teenagers buzzed since 1994.
That's yeah. And see, I missed that. So ours was Bartles and James.
That's what Nick on the text line just said.
Yeah.
Nothing compares to Bartles and James.
Yeah, but that craze was we were my whatever age group, I guess give or take 2 or 3 years up and back, was Bartles and James. And I don't know, seltzers have replaced all this. I'm thinking. I mean, I stopped drinking Bartles and James as soon as I could, but that's what we did.
Did you drink what's it called, Zima?
Yes.
You did?
Was you know what's crazy about Zima? I was about to talk sports, but what the hell? This is more interesting than the transfer portal. Good grief. So Zima, this really surprised me because the Dutch Bar was very hardcore, old, crusty. I mean, I loved it. Great place, great, memories, great stories in the walls, unbelievable people that went through there. But I mean, it was just, you get a beer, right? I mean, that's what you drink. You drink a beer. You drink Budweiser, or you drink Busch Light, or you drink, you get to the bar, you drink a beer. I mean, they actually served, this still blows my mind, just because, I mean, it was guys that were guys, men's men out of World War II.
Yeah, chest hair guys.
Right. And they served Zima in the 90s.
Wow.
I know. Even then, I wrapped my brain, and I was dumb as a doorknob. I was like, I can't believe this is before my bartending days and starting to really understand the world of wine and single malt scotch and, all the different things that are wonderful and delicious in life and that you can pair with food or a beautiful woman. Dutch Bar served Zima.
Was that something that guys would get made fun of if you were out in public drinking?
Absolutely. I ordered one. I caught all kinds of hell because it was I was like, well, what is this? And, you could only drink one. It was very thick and filling. I can't believe you would know what Zima. Did you just read it on the text line or did you know what it was?
No, I knew what it was.
How?
Because I had heard somebody talk about it before. It was one of my parents' friends. So 55 or so. And they said that was the original seltzer.
Yes.
Well,
I think I see where you're going.
Yeah, because people would say, nowadays guys can drink a White Claw, can drink a High Noon, whatever. And people were like, seltzers are good.
Guys can go to the bar and order a Sauvignon Blanc.
Right.
It actually means, and if you order a good one, it actually means way more than the meathead built that guy. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and so they were saying it was kind of looked like a milky Sprite in a way.
Yes,
it was
yeah. I mean, it halfway through, you were like, how many of these can I drink?
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right, the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone, is brought to you by the Mississippi State Golf Course. And they have the best selection of Mississippi State gear. You may still need a piece for the holidays. You may be going up to the basketball game tonight. Jason wants to go. Mississippi State, Murray State, 6:30 tip. I'm going to be there. Tolu Smith's getting better. He's not going to play tonight. But Josh Hubbard's looked good. Some other players have played well. Chris Jans has had a good year considering two of his top dudes have been out, hadn't played. But if you're up in Starkville for basketball or baseball, you want to go to the Mississippi State University golf course. And their pro shop has the best looking state gear. You can also go online, golf.msstate.edu. Golf.msstate.edu. We picked up several pieces from there. I don't know how many pieces I bought for my son there. But the Mississippi State golf course is living right. Great, great stuff. And the golf course is beautiful. So if you're playing, you're in that area today, tee it up there. 61 degrees, 63 tomorrow. Maybe you're going to catch the game tonight and play tomorrow. Top turf grass program in the country, top PGM program in the country, and the golf shop's great. So they have spent some money out there too. It looks nice. It's only like 2 minutes from campus.
Wow.
Literally, you head out. Yeah, it's right behind the campus towards technically Columbus/West Point. But I mean, it's a 3-minute drive from the dorms on that side. Well, actually, a lot of the sports stuff is on that side of campus. So if you left the Bryan building, you could be at the Mississippi State golf course in 3 minutes.
And now it's cold in the mornings, but in the afternoon, it gets up to like 68.
It feels great. We went and picked up, we went and bought a putter from Edwin Watts Golf Shop from my son. He had been using a putter that was about 37 years old, which he needed to for his first few years of playing golf.
Yeah.
And then it finally broke. Now, he didn't tell me. He may have hit a tree with it, okay?
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah, after missing a 2-foot chip in. I don't know. But, or tap in, excuse me. You don't chip putts. But Carrie will get on me. But we went over and we got a putter, and he needed a new shaft on his driver. He's got a cool tailor-made driver they got from Edwin Watts Golf Shop. The stuff wasn't that cool in 1991. And so you're right. This weather is great for golf. Mississippi State Golf Course, Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. But where do you go before? You go to Edwin Watts Golf Shop on County Line Road, and you go see Carrie and the team. They were popping on Saturday. I mean, there were people everywhere. It had a good vibe to it. And, man, they've got just an unbelievable selection of golf clubs and golf balls. And, of course, my son was like, he looked at like 14 different golf bags that he wanted. I was like, no, you're good. We're good here. But they are good looking. The colors and the way they look now, Titleist, Callaway, TaylorMade, all powered by Edwin Watts Golf Shop on County Line Road. Ben Beckwith's is going to join us at 8:30. Former offensive lineman at Mississippi State, good friends with Dak Prescott. David Savona, cigar aficionado at 9:30. Good morning. Welcome in on a Wednesday.